Buddy, if you have been following me lately, you've seen I've made these little guys in the last few days. My cat, the little piggy, the little Waffles the bear, and my giraffe, all from different patterns. This is another Renata pattern which I love so much. Anyway, I wanted to make them a bit more Christmassy, just to fit in with the season. So I've just made this little hat. It looks more like a beanie than it should. I think I used a too small needle, so I'm going to size up on that. But I'm going to make another hat. That one doesn't fit so well. Maybe it's better on her. Anyway, I'm going to just do a quick tutorial for a top hat like this. I'm going to use 2 strands of cotton, so it works up quite quickly, and it's a really cool, easy little pattern. Okay, today we're going to make this little top hat. As I mentioned in my little introduction, it looks more like a beanie, but I think I used a hook size too small, so I'm going up to a 6 with this one, but still using 2 strands of cotton. I like the different colors and the way it looks, and making little Christmas top hats for my toys. Nice and easy, can be done quite quickly, in using half double crochets. And this is what you'll need. You'll need your hook, you'll need a darning needle, you'll need a pair of scissors, and then for this project I'm using 2 shades of green to keep with the Christmas theme, and let's see what that looks like. All right, to get going, we're going to make a magic ring under that, over that one, turn it around, and into the magic ring we're going to make 8 half double crochets, but let's just fasten it and that counts as nothing. Then we're going to make 8 half double crochets into the ring for the center of the hat. Okay, that's 1 into the middle, pull through. You've got 3 on your hook there, go through the 3. Not sliding through as easily as with the 1, but as long as we go through all 3 nice and neatly, all is good. Okay, let's see where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we need 2 more. Number 7, and last, number 8. Okay, now we can pull the short ends and tighten the ring in the middle. Okay, and we've finished with round 1. The pattern for round 2 is 2 half double crochets into each of the 8 stitches. So at the end of round 2 you'll have 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here we're going to quickly do a slip stitch into the first stitch, and we're going to do a chain 1, which makes us all good and ready to do the second round. Okay, yarn over into the first stitch, and we're going to put 2 half doubles into each of these stitches. I'm hoping that the 6 is the right size. I used a size 4 the last time, which was definitely too small. I'm wondering if something in between would have worked better, but let's see. So far it's looking good. 2 half double crochets into each of those 8 stitches for round 2. Oops, what's going on here? There we go. Here we are at the end of round 2, and we have 16 half double crochets, and then once again you're going to find the first stitch that you made, the first half double crochet that you made, and you're going to slip stitch into that, and you're going to chain 1. Okay, the pattern for the third round is 1 half double crochet into the first, 2 into the second, 1 2 1 2 1 2. So at the end of this round you're going to have 24 stitches, and I think because we're using the 2 strands of cotton, it'll be big enough for the toys we're making it for. But if you need it to be bigger, you would do another round or 2 just to increase the top of the hat. Okay, so here we're doing 1 2 1 2 all the way around, and slip stitching to the first. Okay, at the end of round 3 we've got 24 half double crochets, and that's the top of the hat done. So to get going on the length of the hat, we're going to chain 1, and then because we're not increasing, we're just going to be doing 1 stitch into each stitch here, and we're going to work into the back loops only of the stitches, just so that we get that bend in the top hat, that structured bend. So there it is, the back loop. See, there's the V. You're going to work into the back loop only and do only 1 half double crochet into each of these 24 stitches. And you will see that there's a line there with the front stitches that are left behind, and that helps with the bend of the hat. Okay, so let's finish up. Let's do these 24 half double crochets in the back loop only, and slip stitch to the first stitch like we have been doing. And there we go, we've done 24 half double crochets into the back loops, and we can see that little ridge there which causes the thing to bend nice and sharply. Okay, starting the length of the hat. Now for the next 3 rows we're going to just do 1 half double crochet into each, so it's going to get longer. The top hat is going to become taller. All right, so just chain 1 and 1 half double crochet into each stitch for the rows 5 6 and 7. I'll see you when we've done that. And here once again, as you can see, you're working into both loops. It was just to get the bend into the work that you worked into the back loops only. This is what our top hat is looking like after row 7. See, it's got its height there. And for row 8, we're going to start with the brim. We have slip stitched into the first stitch, and we're going to chain 1. And then for this row, we're going to use the front loops only. So this one there, can you see there, that one there, and that's going to cause the brim to lie to that way, to go out the way it should. Okay, so the pattern for this one, we're going to do 3 half double crochets, and then we're going to do an increase. So yarn over into the first one only with the front loops. We're going to do the first one, 1 front loops only, number 2, and the third one, and then for the fourth one we're going to put 2 half doubles into that stitch. So we're increasing again so that the brim flares a bit. So 1 1 1 2 only into the front loops for this round, and this round only 2 and 3. Next one is a double, And we're going to carry on with that pattern all the way around. After the 8th round, you can see how by using the front loops only, it starts to bend like that. Also by increasing slightly, both of them help to make the little brim of the hat turn like that. And now we are going to do the last row of half double crochets, and the pattern here is 4 half double crochets before our increase. So we're increasing once again. 1, 2, 3, and 4 before we do our increase into the 5th stitch here. 1 and 2, and once again we're using both loops back to normal in this last half double crochet row. And there we go, there's our little hat. Look how adorable that is. When you've finished that row there, you are done, and you can grab your scissors and give it a snip and pull it through. Then to do a invisible attachment, let's find our yarn needle, thread it, and finish off. All right, so to do an invisible finish, you're going to skip the first stitch, you're going to go through both of the next, and then you're going to go through those two there. Okay, and that looks pretty seamless. And here you're going to sew in your end, and you can give it a snip, and there is your little hat. We can sew in the middle pieces as well, which I will do in a second, but that is your little hat. You can size down on your needle. I think a 6 is good, but I think you could even have used a 5 to make it even tighter. But that's our little hat. We can put the brim out, we can fold it in, and look how adorable that is. Obviously, if you don't wanting to use 2 strands, you just use the 1 strand of cotton, and then I would probably use a 3mm or a 2.5. So you would use obviously a much smaller hook size if you're just going to use the 1 strand. But thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that little hat pattern. Look how cute, and let's see who that will look best on. That looks very sweet. Maybe a little bit big, but very sweet nonetheless. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to do a holly leaf as well, so yeah, that's going to be a little bit later.